What's good, Healing family? Praying all is well with y'all today. Want to provide y'all with a quick update. I think it's been like either 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or almost a month since we started our flatbed garden, and I want to show y'all a few things. All right, so here we go. This is the okra plant. This is doing pretty well. Each of these as well, I don't know, I think it might be a mixture of the compost that we have all together with the wood chips and the sticks and the organic soil. We see some mushrooms popping in right there. But out of all of this is doing the best out of the potted plants from the previous video. All these plants are transitioning from the storm that we had. It was a lot of rain and most of these things just soaked in all the water, but it's doing okay. Kale's hanging in there. This is the tomato plants. All 4 of these are tomato plants, but these 4, they're hanging in there. This one right here is doing the best. As you can see, this is that right there, that yellow little stem right there, that's where the tomato's gonna bloom from. So this one looks like it's gonna be doing the best so far. At first, I'm not gonna hold y'all, this lettuce was not doing well. It was very droopy, but now it's doing even better. And it's growing exponentially as well. Yellow zucchini. This is yellow zucchini, and that's yellow zucchini as well. They're doing okay, still adjusting to the temperature when it comes from the rain, and then also just the exposure of the sun. Over here though, this is where we're having more of the challenges, a lot of challenges, which is real crazy. So the eggplant, again, this whole thing was flooded over the past probably 3 or 4 days, and I don't know if you can tell, still a lot of moisture. We drained this out with one of our buckets. It had probably about made like 3 or 4 trips just pouring the water out in the back of our woods. So the eggplant, I think, is going to do well. I know it's going to do well. This is where it's going to be blooming from, the actual eggplant itself. So I think that's going to have some good exposure when it gets to the sunlight and things of that nature. Kale is pretty much eating up all these other bugs. That's kale as well. These are the peppers. I do believe that they're going to do well. And these bugs, and also from the exposure of the water, all of this was the collard greens. And I don't know if y'all can see that little green bug right there. Them and them little friends, all right there, it was eating all of the collard greens. But it's not doing that with the kale though. So we'll see. We'll see. But as of right now, this is what we have for the update. Again, I'll keep y'all posted. I don't know how many videos we're going to do, but we're going to see. These are just some of the plants. This is the bucket that we did use. So imagine this. I don't know how many gallons. It might be probably a couple gallons. I'm not too sure. But 3.5 trips. Well, 4 trips. But 3 of these was full. The last trip was half full of just water. And then this is the hibiscus plant. I don't know if you remember last year, for the folks that's been tagging along throughout the journey, but my mother got the same hibiscus plant from last year. They blossom out. They start from this point of view, get to this, and then they blossom to this, and they just fall off and just repeat. Right here we have our compost. I don't know if you remember in the previous video, but we had like celery broken up and some other fruits and vegetables. They're all decomposed. Right now we have some peppers, a piece of a lemon, and some okra. And we also got back to our okra water as well. I'll probably do a video on that to show y'all. But, you know, again, just stirring all this up from what we got in here. A mixture of organic and, I think, yeah, all organic soil, some wood chips probably in here as well. And then just continue just to mix this up as much as we can. So we have banana peels in here, some stuff from the juicing. And that's all broken up. See that banana peel right there? All that will just decompose, and we'll just use it for whatever we want to plant for this year, or just save it for next year. But that's all I have for y'all today. Just want to provide y'all with a quick update. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any questions, you know, put a few things in the comments. If you have any things to say, put it in the comment section as well. But we're still figuring this out. I know we have a new iteration when it comes to lettuce, the okra, and just the variation of the flatbed items. But I think we're going to do well. The collard greens, they're done for. I'm not going to lie, they're definitely done for. They're eating up. We cleaned up the whole flatbed the other day, but we're going to clean up the rest of the mess probably sometime this week, if not next week, God willing. But other than that, I'll keep you updated, and we'll see how everything goes, because I don't know how it's going to go. We should have learned our lesson from last year. We just need to get it covered. But I do believe that the flatbed is going to do well, and the rest of the plants going to speak more life into it, and just, you know, let God do what God has to do when it comes to the exposure of the sun and the environment. And we'll keep you posted. All right. Peace.